he was still a lieutenant colonel, getting ready to retire out of Marson, where he came back and he was like, hey, congratulations, no better person to lead PSC. You know, like, you're going back home, that's so awesome. Once again, he's a lieutenant colonel, I'm a major, about to go on lieutenant colonel. I was like, thanks, sir. That's all I did. So, I was like, I'm not gonna fucking talk to you. But yeah, so that was one thing. Like, I probably still got that. Like, on one of my phones over time, I probably still got the thing. I straight up counseled his ass. And it was just bad. It was just bad. So like, and I ended up writing a paper at Command and Staff College on toxic leadership. And I talked about that whole thing, and like even the professor was like, I can tell you still carry it. I said, yeah. I said, I still deal with the fact, should I put an IG on his ass? Or was it right for me to take it on? And she goes, that's not to take on this. I said, yeah, I was fucking busy. I didn't have time to do it. And I'm calling boss. And like try to protect Marines at the same time. I said, but to me, it was the best thing I could do, you know, so. But yeah, so that one was interesting. And he could have played the game too, where he was like, you know what, my OPSO's not doing good. Yeah, OPSO's not doing good down here, General. I need a new OPSO. You know, I'm relieving him. And he didn't play that. I was kind of surprised he didn't. But yeah, it was like, so I've definitely gone through those things. You know, had a Marine die as a battalion commander, jumping down a tree fell on him, killed him.
At work or?
Oh yeah, I wasn't there, the platoon commander wasn't there, so it was like, fuck.
Kind of build like
no, he was actually cutting down trees. Troop training project is what it's called. There were just trees that needed to be cut down at Camp Lejeune. And it was all approved by Marine Corps Installations East. Engineers went out and marked like 40 trees. Hey, these are the ones we're going to cut down. Hey, stay away from these ones. We're not cutting these ones down. My young dude decided I'm going to cut this tree down. Probably shouldn't have been cut. It should have been marked as a non-cut. Because when I walked the ground, unstable. The ground was dead. The tree trunk was dead. Like as soon as you start cutting in it, you don't know which way it's going to fail. But the thing came down, NCIS report came down to he wasn't paying attention. You have a spotter. Anytime you're cutting the tree down, the spotter's supposed to be watching. Spotter was putting on protective equipment, not paying attention. Tree falling, and it's like, so I get a call, and I'm like, fuck, man. Like, my platoon commander wasn't there at the time. Why wasn't he there? Who was there? I wasn't there. Wow. And I remember my CG, same CG I argued with, hey, agree to disagree. He, this was like, that was a little later, but this first thing, and he goes, okay, so you heard about Chase? Like, so what are you doing? What's your plan? I said, I'm heading back right now. You know? He goes, listen, I don't need you to come back. I was at a course, underground facilities, USSCI course. And he goes, I don't need you to rush back and you're dead too. I said, General Mike, I need to see the Marines tomorrow. I need to be there. He's like, okay, well, you call me when you get home. I don't care what time it is, call me when you get home. It's like 2 in the morning, General. He's like, all right, thanks. See him the next morning, I'm tired. I had one job. It was like a 7-hour drive. But I got from the Marines, I was like, I needed to be here. So I was at a course, I'm sorry I wasn't here earlier. I needed to be here for this. Like, listen, I can't wrap you in a bubble. We have a dangerous job, and we'll get back out there and do that job. We're just going to take a stand down. You know, and there was that. You know, so I've definitely had my times where it's been like, oh shit, I'm going to leave. I got my nip lock. Oh fuck, I just canceled, you know. Council Lieutenant Colonel, what's this gonna do? Am I gone? But yeah, it's but I tell people all the time, when you take a belligerent corporal and make him whatever rank I am now, you're gonna get a belligerent colonel, right? And I've said that. Hey man, I was a belligerent corporal. Now I'm a belligerent lieutenant colonel. You can't stop the belligerence.
They took me.
Yep, they took me, right? So, and you know, and I've had to tell some of my officers too, like, listen, man. My officer, he was a captain, talking to company commanders who were captain. And he's like, yeah, I said, officer, why don't you let that chief get you, man? you're the first line of defense on like, man, be the filter.
Yeah.
Fucking stop that. God, sir, you needed to see that, this and that. I said, no. I didn't need to see that. Yeah, but you know, I wanted you to see. No. Here's the thing. Because you're a captain, you're selected for Major, you're about to pin on Major. If you think that now that you pin on Major, you can be the asshole and start fucking punching them and thumping their chest, I said, wrong way to do it, man. I said, you're the belligerent and an asshole your whole life. You don't just become one because you pin on a higher level.
Yeah.
And he looked at me and he was like, yes, sir, you're right. I was like, okay, cool. You're getting much better. But like, that's been my whole thing. It's like, I've never backed down. I stand up. At 51, NCDG 1. There was no room for a yes man in our corps. From private to general, no room for a yes man. You know, behind closed doors, argue it out. But as soon as the boss makes his decision, you should step it out. As long as it's legal, ethical, moral, right? And so, I mean, there's been things I said, I'm not going to do that. It's not right. You know, and the boss is like, I'm like, is that illegal for me to tell you this? I said, in my mind, it's very moral and ethical, you know. Okay. You know, it's just knowing doctrine, knowing how to stand the ground. Yeah, I've done a lot of arguing, a lot of back at you. No, I don't agree with you. Yeah. I've walked into colonel's offices and debates and I'm like, listen, I'm here to argue, sir, but I know birds shit on leaves, so I know how this argument's gonna go, but I'm here to argue my case. And I've had the colonel be like, yeah, I'm not gonna say you're right, but you remember how you started this conversation? Oh, yes, sir, bird shit on leaves, and you're probably gonna win this argument. Let's just leave it at that. Okay, sir, very well. And it was something like silly too, but I was still gonna argue with him, like, sir, you said this the other day, and now you're going back on that. And it was something about briefing. But still, I'm gonna go fucking fight that fight. No, this is bullshit. You said it the other day, we're not gonna do that anymore. Now all of a sudden you're fucking doing it? Yeah. Yep. Good times, man. I've had a lot of good times. And even now, like I'm sitting in a seat, like I get on O and I's every fucking day, and like I tell more in general nothing to pass from the FCE. And like I'm like, is there gonna be a time when he's like, why the fuck don't you have anything to pass? And it's kind of like, because I don't fucking have anything bad, man. I do an O and I every fucking day, ops and intel. I got nothing to pass from ops and intel. You know, during a Cub, you know, and then I talk to the chief of staff on Tuesday afternoon, just so that way he's not surprised by our Wednesday afternoon AOR sync with everybody. He's kind of aware of everything. And then I have a Cub later that night, and then like I'm passing the same word all the time.
Like one eye and Cubs on the same day.
Oh my god. So typically, real Marcent schedule is Tuesdays and Thursdays, O and I's at 14:30. Cubs, Wednesdays at 1300, 2000 for me. That's one of Wednesday nights are late. If I go to jiu-jitsu and then go back to the shower and all that. But then I also Wednesdays at 7 their time. So 1400 my time. I'm doing an AOR sync with the chief of staff. So I'm passing the same thing as the chief staff brief, and I'm passing 10 hours later at the Cub. O and I's used to be just Tuesdays and Thursdays, but ever since the 12-day war, I think it's going to stop here soon. Now that Native Fury is finally done. Colonel Thornburg, who went out there to be Marcent forward. I think as soon as he gets home, I think that's when the general's going to say, okay, we can stop the every day. Like even tomorrow.
Colonel was in charge of Captain Tripoli?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's the G4 of.
And he got some Captain Tripoli.
But he got sent out there to help. He was going to be the OIC anyway, but it was like, hey, Native Fury is an exercise. Oh shit. Let's turn this into a fucking op because now there's missiles flying, right? I think when he gets back, I think that's when the general's going to cut through every day. It's like even tomorrow. I have to I have to get on at 1500 to say General nothing passed from the FC and put on cannons. I'm like, man, if I could just sit here in my fucking rash guard and my t-shirt, I'd be good. There's a part of me that's like, I don't even need to put pants on. I just need to put a blouse on.
Yeah.
But like, I'm a guy. I wear a t-shirt.
Yeah, all the jab rash done.
That's right. That's right. So like, I'm the guy too. Like, I have tried to play the I'm just gonna put the blouse on and no shirt,
Yeah.
skinny shirt on me. I hate that look.
Yeah.
Like on me.
Yeah.
I don't care if other people do it. Like,
You
I
have
don't
any chest
like it.
tattoos?
What's
You
that?
have any chest tattoos?
Just on back. I do want to go. Like footprints of kids. I do want to do something
Yeah,
across
so-
here. Like kind of cut it down through the middle, thug life across my ass.
Yeah.
But I'm like, God dang. I literally tested it the other day. I was like, man, shit, I don't need to wear pants. I can. No one's gonna ask me to stand up. But
Yeah.
what if they did?
Yeah, right.
Oh my
After you go take a shit.
Yeah, like
Wrong angle.
What if they did? ask me? And then I was like, and it was actually last week. I was like, fuck, I don't need to put a t-shirt on. I'm good. Like I put on a blouse. I went and looked in the mirror. I was like, I look stupid. Like I was like, I look stupid. The only thing I look cool in is frog gear without a.
If you wear a
you
skippy
should
with
wear a
frog gear,
skippy.
like,
You should, yeah, you shouldn't even be doing that. But I put on a blouse. I look stupid. No, I don't look good. I'm very pale. I mix in with the tan desert thing. Like I don't look good. I was like, fuck, I'll put a t-shirt. But like last Thursday when I left, I was like, oh, I'm gonna take my camis home and wash them. But then like Friday morning, I woke up, I was like, fuck, I need my camis at work because I gotta put them on at 1500. I was smart enough to grab the garment bag and threw 3 sets of camis in there. So now I got them hanging. So now I won't forget my camis.
Right.
But I was like, fuck, man, this 1500 thing
On
is
Friday.
stupid. Like, at least say, hey, all you guys over there who have a weekend, we don't need you.
Yeah.
Because you have nothing to pass.
Yeah.
We don't have anything to pass. So yeah, like tomorrow I'll go into work.
We should be updating every day.
Yeah, like I'll go into work, I'll do my stuff. Like, I mean, there's updates from the ops intel side, like, here's what happened with the groupies, oh yeah, there's some shooting, you know, this, that, and the other. Hey, DMFA, they were shooting down some shit from last week. It's like, oh, this is good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not coordinating anything right now, General.
Yeah.
Nothing to pass. Everything,
Yeah.
right? So,
You know, yeah, videos might be there.
what's that?
Yeah, videos. They're gonna be there soon.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm seeing
I
someone
need-
do a job
I need-
video with their videos.
I need to figure that out. But it'll end up being like, General, nothing going. Pass. I'll be like, Hootie, you okay? I'll be like, and I'll get a call.
Yeah.
But yeah, so those are kind of the main. I am glad they were doing them on the weekends when I first got here. So we were doing even Saturday and Sunday. But it was like, oh hey, so like over July 4th, they're like, oh, we're gonna take off this weekend. That was my first weekend here. Oh, you're gonna take off. But then they did it on the Saturday, and then they were like, oh no, we're not gonna do Saturday. I'm like, then how are you doing Monday through Friday?
Yeah.
Do you think that's the only time bad guys want to fight is Monday through Friday? I got better shit to do.
I feel that very strong.
I wish, like my thing, like, yeah, it's like timeout.
Yeah, if I was a terrorist, I'd attack Friday, Saturday. I just want Christmas.
It's the weekend. That's right. So like my thing is like, okay. So
I
like,
have Christmas terrorist attacks.
that's right. So like I'll go in tomorrow. The main reason is I'll go in tomorrow, I'll knock some stuff out, I'll go busy. I'll go back to the office after busy, I'll shower up, do some stuff. Probably finish the bit if I gotta do for my sergeant, back to the secretariat, do some GPS, and then I'll be like, see what Tampa's doing, just does, and I'll jump on the thing. And that's the thing, it's like, that thing for them is at 8 o'clock their time.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm kind of like, this is the only thing I'm supposed to do. Yeah. And last night I was there late because we did 2000 it went ever, because right now you got a new chief of staff, you got a new sergeant major, about to get a new commander.
Yeah.
They're
Who's
saying,
the Martin commander?
not yet. So,
It's Guerrero replacement. Capable replacement.
so, not sure who that's gonna be yet. The K4 is coming out this way here
Yeah.
sometime very soon. But yeah, Marsan Commander, we now know that it's not Borg Schulte. Borg Schulte got nominated by SecDef said, I'm done having a woman be the commandant of the Naval Academy,
Yeah.
and I'm putting in the Marine.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool. He was the guy, he was supposed to come there, we're gonna make it a 3-star again. I don't know if it's gonna be a 3-star or a 2-star now. I've heard the 2-star's name, awesome dude, worked with him at the Pentagon actually. I'm about ready to email him and be like,
What's the deal?
General, are you the guy coming out of it?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Because they said, it could be as early as next week, but they won't say anything, I'm like, quick,
They must have ordered it. Whoever it is must have
But the thing is, like, the things that we look for is we go on to like the Senate confirmation pages to see like, oh, so-and-so has been nominated and confirmed as boom, and boom. No, General Clifford, that's the name I've heard become that. But it's like, fuck, man. So you got all these new people, so last night's Cub literally went a full hour. And then the G5 was like, hey, Cooley, it's Carl, Felicia, meant to call you this morning. I know it's late there, you got time to talk after the Cub, or I can know you the wrong way. I said, let's just talk after the Cub. So then they get me on the phone and they're like, hey, so you're supposed to do the assessments OIC for bite side, like but we were kind of thinking maybe we could be dual entities, or maybe be the ECG OIC, instead of exercise control group. Okay, cool. I know nothing about what you're planning to implement as far as measles or anything like that, so I need to understand that. I need my left and right lateral limits and when I can push those things. I said, I know nothing about it. Assessments OIC, I'm tracking. That, I don't know. Like, oh, yeah, well, yeah, but it's really about like, if someone has to go on e-leave, like you're the person with the drug, I said, that's not exercise control group, man. Yeah. I said, Task Force 51.5, if they have a guy that needs to go on e-leave or support CDD or any of the Marco Rest people, they're gonna work it through the proper channels of their higher headquarters. That's not me. Yeah. Well, yeah, but if the general wants to call someone and ask what's going on, we just need that one person. I said, that's what I do as the FCEOIC. Yeah. I'm the senior staff officer for Colin Marson.
I'm already here.
Yeah. And so I'm like sitting there and so he goes, yeah, so maybe that's what we call you, is like the senior staff officer. I'm like, yeah. So in their brief, the one that got canceled tonight, I'm listed as senior staff officer Marson, Colonel Cooley. And down below it says assessments OIC, Colonel Cooley. Only problem I got with that is, if I'm supposed to do ECG stuff, it's at one place. Yeah. Here's what I noticed. They eat UGRs for breakfast and dinner, and they get MREs for ECG. If I'm assessments OIC and I'm over at this place, I eat at Toilet, I eat breakfast and dinner buffet at the hotel, and I'm not going to eat IMRE for lunch, but that's what's offered to me. I'm like, I just want to know what I'm eating. Yeah. Am I getting some good chow or am I eating some good chow? I don't care. Yeah. Either way, the only time I'm going to eat an MRE is if I see some young Marines. I'm just going to do that random colonel. It's like, hey guys, can I join you? Yeah. Let's fucking rap a little. Yeah. And then I was like,
you guys are at the
you don't even
Southwest, right?
Yeah, so that's the thing I'm learning now. If I'm the ECG guy, so
you guys are all the way out there.
The CPX. Where Task Force 51 is doing the CPX, the command post exercise, I'm like, that's where I was supposed to be. Yeah. But now it's like, oh, there's a field training exercise that's going on to this other place. Like yeah. And it's like, AAVs, fourth CEB, fourth AAVs, it's all reserved. Yeah. One of my old engineers coming out, that'll be cool. Working with the and then, they're all in a different area. And I'm like, okay, how do I assess all this? And what chow do I do? That's honestly, I was like, am I eating UGRs and shit for 10 days? Or am I getting like some good buffet stuff too? Yeah. Like, or is someone going to give me a vehicle and I can just drive myself in? Which I'll totally do too. Yeah. So I can do a good chow and then I can go.
Is there a driving restriction up in Alexandria as well?
I have no idea.
There's definitely one in Chicago.
If they give me keys to something, or there's a Humvee that doesn't have keys, I'll drive. Yeah. So with that, I don't know what I'm eating. Yeah. I don't know what I'm eating. I got a pistol. No. I don't know what I'm eating. I don't know where I'm going to be exactly. Marcin doesn't know where I'm going to be.
Well, it's really reassuring.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes I'm just as lost.
Well, good.
At least I know like information's not being withheld.
Yes.
Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it, man.
You're welcome, bro.
You doing okay?
Yeah.
I offered to be AAV's track selection maneuver element. So when I got to the planning conference at FDC, I was just looking for like any play. Because I told you about the soft guys that
Yeah.
were like fuck fast in it.
Yep.
I don't hang out here anymore. So I left the maritime place because there wasn't any fast and stuff, and I went to the soft place because that's what they did in CPD, and the fuck I'm not going for fast in. So I was going from chat room to chat room, like speed dating, you know, like girls were like, I was like, yo, well, surely the ground force place would have a place for fast in. I sat down off that planning space a little bit, and sure that was the last place I went because I figured there'd be a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I asked the AAV guys, trackers, I was like, hey, like you guys I heard you guys need a fucking maneuver element, so I'm gonna fucking load up into the back of your tracks. And they're like, oh well, I'm not sure if the fast sense the right fit. And I was like, the fuck does that even mean? Like, and I was already on my wits end with all the other planners. I stood up and I was like, that's not fast sense here, the fucking anti-force or the force if I'm gonna do a land, just let me know. And I started walking out and I went to Maritime and started figuring things out Maritime and reached out to the Italians and we were gonna do stuff with the Italians and with the Egyptians over Roselton. And later on, like 3 days later, the fucking crash had came in and you don't know how to do that. If you're ever gonna find us at something inbox force. And I guess at the time when he told me that, he was like, he already thought he had an inbox force, so he was saying like letting me down like software, you know? No inbox force, I don't know who the fuck they're gonna use. I don't know who they're gonna drop off. I still don't really know. I was just gonna shoot the fucking the gun, I guess. Gonna have to do all I do, you know.
Yeah. That part's gonna be interesting because one thing that Martin came back with was 51.5 going without flats and weapons.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay. So Martin's like, hey, that hasn't been approved yet.
Oh really? That's it.
Yeah. And it's like, that needs to be figured out.
Yeah.
So the things that at the end of the brief that we're gonna give today, it's like issues for consideration.
Discussion or anything like that.
Yeah, issues for that need to be resolved, something like that. And one of them was, what is Colonel Cooley's role and responsibilities? And I was like, yeah, because I told your asses last night. What am I fucking doing, right? And it's like, what is the laydown of the ECU?
Oh, you made it.
Yeah, I made the cut. They're like, yeah, he's good enough. Let's put his name there. But I'm like, what the fuck, man? And I sat with the chief of staff, the new guy. He just got done being the new commander, so no shit.
From Boston, chief of staff.
Yeah, Sean Diamond, and we were sitting there talking. He's like, so what like issues, should I be aware of? I said, my comms packages here suck. I said, when we gotta move out, I said, whatever Task Force 51.5 has,
Yeah, that's
I
why I
said,
came up to. You guys aren't first yet, right? Or
No.
you guys aren't first yet.
we got 50, but it's like, it doesn't really work very well. It's like, and then there's stipper tablets places, but apparently Marcin prioritized its own staff over sending them forward.
See, that's like, so what are these separate tablets?
Yeah, so I told the chief that, and he goes, yeah. I said, you as a new commander, sir, like, you should know exactly what I need. I'm for it.
Yeah.
I'm for it every fucking day.
You should be the most heavily loaded.
Yeah, I said, and so I told him, I said, whatever 51.5 has, I need it. And I said, because when they move around, it's our MCUs that are allowing them to move around.
When Martin told me you guys had no stuff yet, I was stuck.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And
We
like,
borrowed those from 551.5, and like, yeah, the Martin and stuff was like, hey, you got stuff here? I was like, what Marcin, dude?
yeah, I know. So find out my surprise face when I'm like,
Yeah.
we don't have that shit?
Did he tell you about working with us for this shit? For Starship and whatnot? He just felt, like, he just called me because he just had a relationship from the FET, last time we did a FET thing. And he was like, hey, I heard you guys got a stair here. We don't have anything. Do you think we could like borrow your spaces? Like, we haven't even set up ours yet. We just got it. Like, oh, do you think I can borrow your space? Like, yes, of course. The more said YC and CO can borrow fucking space. Hey, that's not even a request, dude. Like, if you're telling me Lieutenant Colonel Gagnon needs to get on to talk to Marcin, that's far more important than whatever we gotta do. You know what I mean? Like, that's fucking crazy.
It is.
Yeah.
It's absolutely crazy. And so that's why I can't wait till like, so the G6 is coming out. I think it's going out next week.
Oh,
The G6. I'm gonna lay it again. I'm gonna be what?
what is Second Network yours? Second Network account? How does that work?
Yeah, that's a weird thing. I don't know exactly.
Yeah.
But, so I have the contract, IT contractors that work in my day.
that are kind of ad-con team. And so they have to reach out a lot to Second Network to try and
Yeah.
get certain things done.
But I thought they do mix in, they do all the marine stuff out
They
here.
do.
But they're not under you guys?
Yeah, we,
Or directly, I guess?
we do like their CPAC type stuff, like AdCon, but that's it. Like,
Who do they fall under? They're not under PL5.
no, they're not. Like, they're like an adjacent unit. So
But they're not even, they're not an absent.
I don't own them. They're like a Marsden, they're a Marsden
Yeah.
attachment, if you will, and they're adjacent to me. So like, I even have to be like, hey guys, can you, another guy, can you help me? Like even, hey man, I don't want to plug in my wireless mouse and keyboard. Am I allowed to? And they tell me all the reasons why.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's amazing because I did it at the Pentagon,
Yeah.
and I had zipper machines all around me, and it was a TS workspace.
Nothing fucking shut down.
They're like, no, you can't do it.
Yeah.
It's gonna emit things.
One that's like that, too. One that will come up and be like, it's gonna fucking destroy the whole system. We're gonna block you. You're gonna be flagged. You lose your clearance. I guess what I was losing my clearance. It's like, what's that fucking fucking Bluetooth keyboard? Because I'm gonna sit back in my chair.
Yes. It was, so at the Pentagon, for instance, I asked like one of the IT guys, I'm like, hey, so I want to like plug this thing in. So like, no, it's totally not allowed. I was like, that's amazing because I saw someone in your own office using one.
Because it was clear, because we fixed it.
Well, it's funny because I reached out to her. I was like, yo, Chris, hey, so I want to plug in my wireless mouse and keyboard. Like, is that cool?
Yeah.
Like, I saw you have one.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, just don't plug it in directly to the computer. Put it in the hub, the HP hub itself. I was like, oh, appreciate that. Thank
It
you.
doesn't register there.
Yeah,
right?
thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. And I was like,
Well, yeah, I'm Second Network supports us a lot. More recently now, because when all this shit popped off, OneNet was so unreliable. The OneNet you can't use VPN, but they have no VPN. You can't use OneNet.
that's crazy.
So, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. Up until recently. So, the new OneNet computers, and only a few, we only have one or two that can be VPN enabled, so you can use on the Wi-Fi network.
Yeah.
Nothing else you can. We're all on desktop, so we have to go mix in, but we don't use mix in for anything. We haven't used mix in at all.
Right.
None of our stuff is mixed in. The only people we mix in with is Mixifter, and we don't really fucking talk to Mixifter that much,
Yeah.
despite being our adcon. So we have to reach out to Second Network, and they're just great, because they maintain our secret server space.
Mhm.
They provide us all the services. Until one day, I asked, who did I talk to? I was talking to Martin. I asked Martin, Martin, Second Network doesn't have any Star Shield. I didn't know that that's not what they do, but
Right.
because they don't have Star Shield or any comms to support you with, and they're like, no, we don't even work with them. Well, who the fuck are these guys?
Right.
Who do they
And,
follow?
and that's why I said
I had no idea.
it's a very weird relationship
Yeah.
because like I can look on my Manning doc and it's like AdCon relationship, but it's like Second Network. And I'm like, fuck man, like why can't I own these people?
Yeah. Well, I guess who do they fall under directly? Some 6 in Marsa?
Yeah.
Some 6 in Marsa?
Yep, that's it.
That
That's-
seems like a very,
That's it's stupid. It's stupid. The only thing I thought that wasn't stupid about Second Network design is this morning I was walking on the base and there was this very good looking female sitting outside of their hatch, low cut shirt, and I was like, okay, how do I not look at you like seven times right now? Black lady,
Yeah.
very good looking.
Yeah.
Like I said, low cut shirt. Actually, it was when I came on this afternoon, when you would have saw me walking past, and I'm passing right by there, I'm like, okay. And at first I had to be like, okay, I've been here 3 weeks. Is this a deployment tent, or is this, I'm like, no, she's actually really good looking. Okay, I've looked at her twice now, and she just caught me looking at her. And I'm like, yep, there, yeah.
I do think it's funny that Second Network's in buildings, they're up front, in front of an accent. You come in out, you see Second Network, the most people have no idea what they're looking at.
No.
But I whenever I see them, you're Second Network battalion, you're the first team the absent sees. Any
That's
foreign
it.
partner sees you guys first.
That's it.
Who the fuck owns you? What the fuck do you guys do?
I don't know, but if they would have seen this lady first, they would have been like,
Yeah.
you can stay.
Yeah.
We don't care what you do.
I want to put them in Bay too. That's where I want to put them.
Yes. No, it's it's interesting.
They all of our chairs. We saw them. You ever heard that conversation? That's fucking table on the back. We eat scraps off of Second Network battalion because we don't have the funding. So and casually, anytime Second Network throws anything out, we have a relationship. Our supply chief talks to Second Network battalion. And they hit us up. They were throwing out fucking chairs. They're throwing out fucking filing cabinets. So all of our stuff's always Second Network battalion. One time, Second Network battalion gave us a filing cabinet and there's a USB in there, like a background class USB in there. I was like, this seems very much like something that you guys exclusively are not allowed to buy.
Yeah, right.
So I walked it over there and I was like, hey, look for whoever gave us chairs. And they like rolled their eyes at me. I was like, this guy left this in one of the fucking like the drawers. Like, oh shit! And they came over, like 3 or 4 people like surrounded me.
Oh,
Oh, sir, where'd you
God.
find that? Where'd you find this? I said, I don't know. Fucking, I was borrowing chairs because I was broke.
I plugged it in my computer and this is what was on it. Is that gonna flag anything? Just wondering.
All Chinese. Curious.
That's right.
Yeah.
I saw one dude today. What are they? DJ.
DJC2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not fucking 6'8". That's our moon.
Yeah, I knew them up. Yeah.
Tall.
Yeah.
So he's walking through my bay and I'm like, okay, you guys are new.
Yeah.
So I walk over.
Yeah,
there.
let's go.
So I walked up to him and I said, okay man, I got it. How fucking tall are you? How fucking tall are you? He's like 6'8". So I was like, okay, the next question I'm gonna ask you, I ask all tall people.
Yeah.
But I'm always surprised because they come back to me with something totally different, like swimming, track,
Yeah.
football. Did you play basketball? No, sir. Ironically, I was a swimmer. I'm like, fuck! I told you. I told you. I said 6'8". Damn. I saw him in the bay again,
Yeah.
and I said, hey. I said, I didn't introduce myself earlier. I said, Brandon Kruger. He's like, hey, Spencer. I said, what's your first name? I can't I was like, hey, man, nice to meet you. I said, are you new here? Like,
Yeah.
who do you work for? 50.5? DJ CPS. You know, we do this. He goes, actually, we got here on June 6th.
Yeah.
And then we were going to go to Jordan and do the stuff. And then the things popped off. And then now we're back.
Yeah, they got stuck out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. He goes, yeah, so we're going to be working. I said, okay, cool. I said, well, I want to help you out. You know what we do.
Yeah.
You know who we are. He's like, I don't.
Yeah.
I said, okay, cool. Let me tell you, man. I'm the OICS engineer. I got a master and I got a lieutenant. I said, if Con Morrison was to come out here, he would sit over there, the chief of staff sergeant maybe. I said, that's my friend, my floor shop. I said, so staff sergeant, I got a staff sergeant sitting in there. I got a gunny sitting in there. I got a sergeant sitting in there. CPAC, yada yada. He's like, oh yeah, thanks sir. I had no idea who you all were.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah. I said, that's my thing, man. I said, I see somebody wearing the same clothes as me. You're part of my tribe.
Yeah.
I said, I want to talk to you. I want to know who you are, where you come from, what you're doing in my bed.
Yeah.
That's all.
You see Army Civil Affairs all the time.
Yeah, that's right. And so he's like, oh, okay, sir, nice to meet you. I said, yeah, I can do anything, man. I said, just tell all your Marines, just let them know if some random colonel comes out and starts talking to them. I'm not mad.
Yeah.
I just want to talk to him. I want to know who you are,
Yeah.
what you do, what your MLS is, yada, yada, yada. He's like, okay, sir, appreciate it.
It's just one thing that I do think, I think will probably change it, is that a lot of people didn't know Morrison this year, you know? Like, I'm gonna go there, I just don't think he, like, pushing a lot.
Oh, wait till you see my motherfucking guide on flying.
Well, there's plenty of times I told them, like, hey, so they're always like, hey, what's in day 2? It's like, oh, they have like a sipper space there, civil affairs there, and they've never mentioned Morrison. I'm like, and Morrison's in there. I'm like, Morrison's in Tampa. I'm like,
Oh,
no,
really?
I mean, he's not no ferry, and meteorology,
Yeah.
like, I see it all the time. So, and know for a fact there's some Morrison people in there. I didn't really actually know we can go there until a little later on, and that's sort of meeting, but I mean, that's on Morrison
Yeah.
or not.
Oh, we're gonna have a sign.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a sign.
We actually do a
guide on.
little pop roast or something like that. Sell some swag at the
That's right.
at the MCX.
I'll be like, hey guys, hey guys, what's up, Marcia in the house?
Sell some challenge coins.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're actually redesigning our challenge point right now.
Right.
So the
How you guys doing it? You guys using some local or?
Yeah, the deputy's doing that.
Oh, no.
So he took that on. He took my guide. I was gonna take my fucking guide on this weekend.
Do you have any artists in your unit?
I don't know.
No.
I have not asked that question.
I'm trying to. One of my last Marines made me a giant mural that we just have the funds to buy her a bunch of paint. She was about to kind of paint.
That's
I
cool.
bought her. I personally bought her a ton of paint, and it was the right colors. And I go, well, fuck me, Segovia. Like,
Yeah.
I got you yellow.
You're welcome.
You didn't tell me what kind of yellow. I was like, well, sir, like, you want to make it look good.
I
it's
want
not
a
about
pea yellow, damn it.
She was like, it's the golden yellow. She told me, I appreciate it. Honestly, I was a little irritated at the time, but she was like, sir, like, if you want to make it look good, that's not the right yellow. I was like, and it's going to go on the wall, it's going to be there forever. I was like, fuck, you're right, but I wish you told me what fucking...
That's right. Tell me next time, damn it.
Yeah, I sent you a picture.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. That's a good question. I'll have to ask. 'Cause
I have 2 walls. If you have a Marine that has free time, then it's good.
Okay.
I have 2 walls that are trying to put up a mural. I have 1 Marine that like says that you can do a mural and have him do a little contest. But I have in that conference area, we want to put the guy fast on logo and we want to do
That's
another.
cool. That's cool. Yeah, I'll definitely get some. That's why you fast gear. I'll like.
You know, we used to keep it outside until fucking MAs were stealing our shit. MAs, while people were stealing our shit. Yeah. And we would come back and like, Sean's was missing. And like, one of the Marines was like, oh yeah, one of the MAs just grabbed it. I was like, and you didn't stop him? He was like, well, I thought maybe you paid for it. I said,
Go walk my person.
Yeah.
Protecting everything within sight or hearing.
I was like, Judy, what the fuck were you doing? I go, well, I couldn't see it from where I was sitting there.
You are not walking your post in a military manner, protecting everything within sight or hearing.
So that's why I moved it inside. It used to be outside that window.
Fucking right.
Well, I originally did, and then eventually just got to the point where it's not worth it. Like, we're fucked up.
Oh, I got it.
Let's do
So here's all this stuff. Like, I literally walk through the bay. I'm always like
Me
hooting
too.
and hollering, hooting and hollering, singing cadence.
Yeah.
You know, talking about my left foot, real foot, heel foot, full 30-inch step. I do that just kind of to be funny.
Yeah.
But I got this guy, and I said, all I said is, hey, I need thumbtacks. I walked through my entire thing. I'm like, does anyone have thumbtacks? Oh, no. I don't want push them. I want thumbtacks. Old school brass thumbtacks.
Yeah.
The ones that fucking hurt. And you got to push in. They got. Oh, so no, we don't have those. Staff Sergeant Martin found me some thumbtacks.
These are offshoots?
He is.
Okay.
And then my deputy actually went to that office supply store that you took us to by City Center Mall.
Oh, yeah.
And he bought some, and I was like, okay, cool, I got thumbtacks now. But I was getting ready to set it on. I said, here's what we're gonna do. I said, you gotta have. I said, here's how you build a team. You gotta have an identity first and foremost. I said, for one, CPAC was, this is true story. CPAC was like not part of the FCE because the G1 said, no, they will not work for you. You don't pass me this and that. I said, that's bullshit. I said, they fucking work in the Bay. To me, it's a leader-led thing.
That's Joy's unit?
Yeah, so she's CPAC 4.
She doesn't work for Marsa?
So, for Marsent, yes, but the G1 back in Tampa was like, no, CPAC falls under me, I take care of them, you don't pass them. Basically, it was like telling Geiger and Sue, like, you don't tell them to take up trash, you don't tell them to finish shit. Like, they work for us directly.
Then come out here.
They're not, and so I came in and I heard all that shit. So I already went to the chief of staff when we first got here, and I told them, hey, there's an operating directive, and it's wrong. I've heard it from Geiger, I've heard it from Colonel Ware, that it needs to be this way. I said, I want to be able to wrap my arms around all Marines in this bay and say, they are mine. And it like, it upset me so bad because 4th of July weekend, signal message went out. It was like, hey, Marsent, FCE, hey, we're doing a barbecue, yada, yada, yada. Hey, has anyone hit up the CPAC? Oh, I'm going to contact them now. I'm like, why aren't they one of these things? I said, that hurts my Marine heart.
Yeah.
My eagle, globe and anchor is crying.
Yeah.
And so I said, that's dumb. So chief of staff signed it already and says they fall under me. So I'm happy. And I went back there and like, Jordan was, I couldn't believe it. They're like, so sir, we're actually like part of the family now. And I was like, yeah, and I'm sorry that you didn't feel that way before. Yeah. So I got this guy on now. I said, we're doing unit PT. We're fucking going on. and like people think they're sitting there like looking at me. I'm like, oh, you think I'm fucking kidding? Yeah. I said, I hate running, but I'm gonna let people know we're here. Yeah. I'm gonna let people know who you are. I said, we will run. We'll do it early fucking morning because it gets really hot. I said, but we'll have a guy on. I said, we'll have a guy on out front. I said, you seen Fast Thing? I said, it just hangs out front. You see it? Boom, it's out there. You see it. And so everyone's like, oh. They're probably like, oh, fuck. Yeah. But I told them, I said, that to me, I said, I look at command like family. Yeah. I said, and that's how we are. We're a small, knit family. We should be this. We should be proud of this. Yeah. And so they're like, I'm like, I want t-shirts. I want all this stuff. Yeah, I got a guy on. You'll see us run through. And I told them, I said, we're going to run through buildings. Yeah. And they're like, huh? Quads and whatnot. Yeah. Oh, I told them straight up. I said, hey, come to Marine Corps birthday. I said, bet me I will not run through the freaking necks with our fucking guide on flying high. Fucking hooting and hollering. Yeah. Bet me I will not run through there. And they were like, I said, oh, I've done it. Yeah. I've done it before. I've done it with big old battalion colors and the American flag. I said, I'll do it with a little tiny guide on it. I just need whoever's going to run with that guide on, dip it down, and dip it back up.
So I know they're like, oh shit, but I'm like,
Yeah, that's
oh
awesome.
man, we're trying. I want people to know we're here.
Yeah, we did a little like little company run, you know.
Yeah.
And it was Sergeant Major took everyone running out. I just gotten back. I got back from Abu Dhabi as they were coming back from the run and sweating, you know. And the rest of the day, the rest of that week, I just heard like, all the Navy. Oh, you see that video 5 was running? I was like, you motherfuckers. You fuckers. I was like, no,
Never heard of it.
5, never heard of it. You see gators anywhere? I didn't see any gators anywhere. So fucking anytime, any place, you know. But it was great. And it was the Navy that do that. We did McMatt at the softball. I think it's we did McMatt for softball. They invited me out. My old sergeant we had a female infantry sergeant. That's kind of why we got infantry type thing.
Okay.
Great. She was the MA.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I heard about that. Yep.
So she brought me out because she was doing like a final call for green belt and stuff like that. She knows the handball and no one really took me out to she just got there. She knew I was a black belt at that point and everything like that. She brought me out. She didn't know I rolled that much. She just knew that I did some jits. And I was just fucking up all of her sergeants. Because she asked me to. I didn't fucking want to, you know. She asked me to. So I said, okay, sure, you know. And I remember at one point I had one of the Marines on the belly and she threw another Marine on top of me. So I threw him over my shoulder and I put him on the belly too. And I took one of his back while he was trying to pick my back. And then I pulled him forward and I had him just like a headlock while I was like trying to work a rear naked choke another. And I was trying to figure out how can I let go of his head and get a rear naked in without him like, you know, trying to pick my back.
Yeah.
And I looked up and I'm pulling both these Marines and I see the chief of staff and asked him to the staff captain, Center or whatever his fucking name is. He looked at me, I looked at him, and I was like, sir! He looked at me, I was like, and put his head down and just kept walking.
I don't want to see what's happening right now.
And then a couple of days later, Hextech was going to come out here. He was going to come out here and even PC with us and then pick Fasten to do. Honestly, they told 315 to PC with them, and the 315 was like, hey, Fasten would be perfect for this, so they gave it to us.
Really?
Because Chief of Staff was going to go win at the time, I think. Just didn't think. That 305 would luck as good as a bunch of like 19-year-old Marines.
True.
In their prime.
True
And then a bunch of like 315 staffers, so they gave it to us graciously, the opportunity and privilege to fucking train with Secretary of Defense. So that happened. We had a meeting for that same day. So I showed up in the meeting. He saw me. I was like, "You were yes sir." That was me. I was like, "Cool. It was Black Flag today." I was like,
Hello? What's that mean?
It was like early in the morning. I didn't see any flags, so I just laughed. But the rest of the night, everything's easy. I can tell you. He notices my face now. Dawn the clock tomorrow at 10.
Yeah, I just saw that.
I love Jeff loves Dawn the clock.
Dawn the clock. Dawn the clock is just great. I use that a lot.
Dawn the clock is great nation.
Yeah. And I talk about, we all dawn the clock is great nation.
I told Peyton, the dive doc, after we watched Mission Impossible, but to be honest, if I wasn't so fucking happy with being a Marine, after watching this movie,
I'd be Navy.
I'd be Navy diver. She was laughing. And then fucking platoon commander of the 56.1 guys that are here right now, the current UAD dive platoon, he just hit me up. He said, "You work for warrior." Just like, I said, "I heard there's a fast Marine who wants to go Navy or D." I said, "Did Peyton tell you that I was watching the Mission Impossible?" And he sounded like a laugh. I said, "No, I heard there's an actual Marine trying to go Navy OD." I was like, "Dude, Mission Impossible got me hyped up. I'd really consider it if I was like just like an E3, E4." It's like, honestly, our numbers spiked after Mission Impossible. Everyone just sent applications like, oh, so it wasn't just me.
That's right.
Yeah,
it wasn't.
Yeah, a bunch of
I talked about that in the shop the other day too, because a couple of people went and saw that one. I was like,
Yeah.
"What did you think about it?" I said, "I went and saw it. Mission Impossible." They're like, "What?" I said, "Man, like Tom Cruise loves the Navy."
Yeah. Yeah.
I said back in the 1980s, a lot of people wanted to be jet fighters and they wanted to do karate. Why? Because Karate Kid, Ralph Macchio, and freaking Maverick. I said in the 80s, man, boom, they boosted karate and flying. I said, and then when it came out again and Maverick and everything, I said now he's doing this and he's on subs, he's on carriers. I said everything he's doing. And they're like, holy crap! I was like, I know.
You see Ralph Reynolds' future is going to be in the new Karate Kid?
Yeah.
The Jackie Chan? Yeah.
Which I'm happy, they just when they did the Jackie Chan one with Will Smith's kid,
Jim.
and it was all kung fu.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even karate anymore.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Like, you're being dumb. Like, this one's like, oh, let's mix Miyagi karate with
Yeah.
like kung fu. Okay, that one's been better the first time around, man.
Why
Like,
are you trying to make it up now? Why are you trying to act like this was the plan?
that's right. This was not the plan. Stop.
Why are you from?
Quit something. Yeah, my phone was not getting service for a second.
You stay with everything?
Yeah.
I'm Wi-Fi. I give you Wi-Fi.
Well, I actually, look,
Oh, is that what you're
I'm
talking
good
about?
now. Yeah, I just turned on my
Well,
phone.
I can get you Wi-Fi next time you get
I didn't even think about it. I was like, like nothing's going on. And then I tried sending something that was like, it was not going through. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Marcin gives me a puck. Like, I just.
They pay for it?
Yeah. So what I do is, when I'm working out in Bay 9, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna carry on so I can watch some shit.
Yeah.
If they're ever like, well, you're using a lot of stuff, I'll be like, listen, because I use the gym that's closest to my work spot. There's no Wi-Fi, so I use it. I use it when I walk out of work. There's no Wi-Fi, so in case service goes down, I got Wi-Fi between travels, between hotels. Pretty much any time I'm out in town, like, I have it with me, and then I'll just turn it on if I'm somewhere and there's no Wi-Fi. And I'm like, hey man, like, I'm the OIC. Like, once again, I should probably be able to have comms.
I'm stunned by Marcin's like lack of support to.
Oh, it's ridiculous. Like, I got a work phone too, and it's like, okay, cool. And they're like, but you got it. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to carry two phones, but I don't want to carry two phones.
You said yourself, Santa Martin, you got a big mouth, so I didn't really listen to them that much when they were like complaining about it and stuff. But
Oh, yeah.
when this stuff popped off, I was like, holy fuck, you guys are really big skins out.
Yeah, we are. I heard all about it.
Took the spear.
Heard all about it. I was like, and Geiger was like, man, you really gotta keep pressing this. So I did, and that's the first thing I told the chief. He's like, that's not right. And I told him, who's in the logger?
Yeah.
And nobody decided to put that on the next report that we need a logger. He's like, it's kind of weird because of everything you do. I said,
Yeah.
exactly.
I tell Major Owens all the time, like, the only reason we do things in the country is because you're here. Like, you're here,
Yeah.
and like, it's just impossible to do something
Yep.
with Sean Bunting and them.
Yeah, oh my God.
No fault to them. I mean, Sean's weird, but
Yeah.
like, holy fuck.
And you can't, like, they're in Tampa, like, you need people, and so I actually told him, because like the G5, like,
Yeah.
Terry Ollinger does not fall under me,
Yeah.
and Bill Milana does not fall under me, and so I told the chief of staff that, I said, hey, I didn't push that one so much, because the G5 just kind of sends them out here, TAD, and lets them do their thing. I said, that's fine, she does a lot of stuff. He's like, yeah, but once again, really senior guy,
Yeah.
you should be able to wrap your hands around everyone. He goes, I'll talk to the Tigers about that, see what their bases are, and I'm like, and that's what I want. I want all the Marines in Bay 2, minus 51.5,
Yeah.
comes down and play. I want them all to be, and not mine, I mean, they should be FCE.
Yeah. I completely agree.
Give me if I'm
He's the
Marcin forward,
Yeah.
give me everything Marcin has, but forward. Like,
Because there's nothing more frustrating than waiting for someone to say.
Oh, it's horrible.
Nothing more
It's
frustrating.
horrible.
Except for nonstop. Except for battalion commander. They sit up in the battalion. They send the battalion commander up to me. He's like, he's a battalion OIC. He's not
Yeah.
the commander. Lieutenant Colonel Housey came out and he's like, I don't know why you guys ignore. Like, why does all the OPOS ignore us? He's like, because I get all my support from the Abstract Field 5. Because you don't give me anything. You send me a platoon, and like if the platoon's not set up, you don't help me after that. I have to figure out unfuck the platoon. You know?
It's it's ridiculous.
And so doing Marcin, I imagine.
Oh, Marcin drives me nuts. Like, and I would love to go direct to. Well, I've now told the new. We're about to get a new commander. I'm not gonna whine to the current commander. I'll whine to the. And it's not even whining. It's I will justify my need to the next commander. If it's Clearfield, like I'm like hells yeah. Like once again, another Mu commanders will get it. They're like they're the crown jewel, man. They're the MagTap. They had all that stuff. I'm like, I don't have all that stuff. I got a 60 that barely works. I got no star shield. I can't get on comms. I should be able to. I said, and then I throw right back. I said, General McPhoto, his freaking #1 priority is force protection. I can't ensure that there's force protection around the AOR if I can't talk to my folks. The chief's like, oh, you're absolutely right. You're right. And then I told him, here's the things that I need. Here's the things that I want. I said, needs over wants for sure. You know, so he's like, yeah, let me see what I can do.
Yep.
So I'm excited.
That weekend I hit you up in Tampa, or after I seen you in Tampa, Sean Bunting was showing me around Marcin.
Okay.
I'd never been around Marcin at that point. But I was just stunned. It was like, and MCUs are skimpy right now.
Oh my god.
But you're
Yeah.
at Mars Center. Like, why is Mars Center have no one here?
I know. I got 2 people in Jordan.
Yeah.
I've got me in a major who's about to leave, but I'm kind of glad because she's been a pain in the ass.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can go on.
Yeah, she's been a pain in the ass.
She feels kind of rough to work with.
I'm quite certain that there's probably going to come back after she demotes.
Yeah.
There's going to come back some fraud, waste, and abuse shit that I'm hearing about. I'm like, fuck. Kuwait, that's my biggest team.
That's Seth only in them?
Well, Seth is gone, so right now it's being head by a master.
That's right, that's right.
Emory.
Yeah, Emory.
Seth's on Hall, that's my only dude. He's James Hall, and that dude, man, it was weird. He got in a car wreck.
You did? What happened?
He got in a car wreck about a week ago.
Okay.
His grandmother just died. Yeah, he's all good. Everyone's good. Cops pulled him in. He's like, "What do I do?" And we're like, "Don't say anything. Don't say anything." That happened on I was late at work. Oh, it was like Friday. I was finishing up my fucking PI. Geiger called me up. Hey, we just had an issue. Are you in the shop? I don't have my badges. I'm in the shop. And I'm in. His grandmother just died, so we sent him home. So I had a surge from.
Well, Hall's back? Home now?
He's back home now.
Oh.
And we told him, and I feel bad for someone, but my master and I tell him, like, hey man, it's terminal.
Yeah.
It wasn't local forensics.
Yeah.
It's not immediate family. Like, OIC is good with giving me like after 10 days, man, people are going to start asking why a reservist is on leave back home.
Yeah.
And it's not local forensics, and it's not this. They're going to say, oh, well, you don't really need these. And that's the part of how it looks is when we put reservists in these spots. Well, then the reserve liaison officer is like, oh, well, you sent this person home for leave for 12 days, so like you must not need him in that spot anymore. And then it's like, once again, not my last dude. That's right. So yeah, we are very skimpy, and that's one thing I'm trying to fix as well.
Sure, I'd be happy. I don't mean this not like just for this, but like MCEK, MCEQ has been like, and MCEJ a little bit, but MCEK, MCEJ have been like super. MCEQ have been like super helpful.
Good.
Like,
That's good.
when I know we're not Mars Center entities, but like man, like they made like 6 operations happen just in alone,
No, that's good. And yeah, you told me like Q was good.
Yeah. I mean, Hall he didn't really know anything when I got there, but like,
Yeah.
just having a Marine there who was like trying to figure it out
that's good.
was important, and he figured it out by the time we left.
I'm all about it.
Yeah, just having MCs are nice because the way the Navy does it is they do that on the nose, but the on the nose are not. I feel like the MCEs are great because the MCEs want to help out attack the They want to be there and like get your vehicles and like get your accesses and get your spaces. Whereas the Navy on the nose, for at least on our side, it's like we'll get you authorities to come into the country and figure it out what to do. You know what I mean? Like they're there for like the level in which they operate is just different. Because they're an MC and MCs are not. With the MCs are not. We should be both. So we always leverage NAFTA gets us the country, and then we'll hit up MC and be like, hey, if you're not busy, we don't work for you, but we're Marines. If you want to work together,
That's how it should be.
and it's been. That's a shame to hear. I'm gonna call him. I didn't realize this year.
It was weird because it was right after. It was like a day or two after. No, it was a day after you're like, oh, just using a attention.
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
What are you? Just that and the other.
I'm like, hey, bitch, you fucking. I talked you up.
Yeah.
Figure
I
out.
was kind of like, all right, cool. And then like literally it was like the next day, and I was like, now he's in a car wreck, and the first thing I'm thinking is, doing something with this girl. I'm like, man, I don't want to pull that into it, And then it was like, hey, it was no fault of his own.
Sorry, hit him or?
Yeah, he was hit. Someone was like going around him. He was trying to turn. Obviously, didn't weird fucking drivers like around here. All good, but like a lot has come. Like I'm gonna elevate him for force press, just because like a lot has come down on him. Grandmother came. This wreck. Kind of everything's compiling at one time. It's like. So I mean, it's just like we gotta keep an eye on him. But it's guys like that. It's like, man, I want this guy to be awesome. I want him to be good.